Alright, so I've got this 410K backhoe here. Fall off. So I'm doing this on my cell phone. See how that comes out. So the problem I have is the stabilizer, things are different on the other side, is sticking. So I don't think it's the cable. I think it's the actual valve itself. So I'm going to try to get to the valve and I'm going to see what I can see. So the valve is tucked way up underneath the floor here. You can barely even touch it from the bottom. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be an access panel around this floor somewhere. So I'm going to pull up this mat. There's 2 screws here at the door. There's 2 on the other door over there. And it looks like it's a half a mat that goes under the seat, or it separates right there. So I'm going to pull this out and see if we can get a panel off. Alright, so I got the mat out. You can see the outline of that little door there. There's 4 screws or 4 bolts, a 13mm. And I'm going to try to take this out. See how it goes. Get a thumb in there. I don't think it's getting me where I need to be. I think the valve is actually, oh no, there it is. So, you see the cable, my finger in there. I got a pointer. Right there, those are the cables that go into it, so take a look and see what I can see. Alright, so I took the screws out of this cover here. There's a little plate right there that this control lever. It's got some rods that run through it, and it's like kind of right on top of the valve. So what I'm going to try to do is pull this off. There's some screws. There's one here, one up top there, one guy there, and one over there. So took those off. I'll try to slip this up. Do a little unhooking. Got some wires running through it, so I'm probably just gonna kind of pull it over to the side. There's that. So see how you got the control rods right there. I think I'm gonna try to just take this lever right off, and then do the 2 little clips. There's a few little pins down there with cotter pins on it to remove the clevis of these 2 rods, and then I can undo that plate and probably just pull the whole thing right off. There should be a plug also that goes to the switches that are in there, and I'll just remove that, and then we'll be right on top of the valve, sorta. It'll be pretty close anyway. I might have to possibly pull this box off here with this lower piece of trim right there, so I can get the cover up. It's like on it a little bit. I might leave it if I can, but it's a potential. Alright, so I was a little mistaken about this piece. It was just a little door right there. So you see it was cut through all the rods, so it kind of just went right along there, and I just pulled it out from underneath there. Just 1 screw or bolt. So I'll kind of show you how this operates. You've got so right under that wire, right there is 1 valve, and right there is another one, and it's got like a little triangular section that kind of, it like rocks back and forth. So the cable comes in from the side this way, and it pushes this triangle that's bolted right there to the valve block, and then you got this little swivel joint here, and there's also one that's in there. So when this rod pushes it forward, it pushes down on the valve. Same thing for pulling it backwards. So see if I can show it. So that's one way. That's the other way. I don't like the focus on this thing. So you can see how it's sticking. And this one, that one just works. So I don't think it's the cable. I don't know if you can see, but if you look at the cotter pin, you can see the cable moving a little bit. So it's not the cable that's sticking. It's either that little triangular bracket or it's the valve inside the, or the spool inside the valve that's sticking. But so you can see that that's actually moving. So I gotta figure out which one it is. All right, so I found out what the problem was. Yeah. I tried lubricating the spool valve there first, see if that was what it was. It was not that. And I sprayed a little lubricant on this one here, worked it back and forth. It was not that. So the only thing left is this little triangular thing. It's called a bell crank. So let's see if I can get you a bit of a better shot, but might not be able to. It's difficult to point out. But anyway, you can kind of see it. Let's see with my pointer. It's right there. That triangular piece. There's one on each side. There's a pot on the other side. That's about as best I can do. But anyway, so what I did was I came down here. Now there's no pressure on these, and this one does that. This one does not do that. That one does that. So there's a little ball in there, and that's what the problem is. It's seizing up inside there. So I'm gonna order one of those, and I'll probably lubricate this one. It doesn't look like, I mean, basically it comes with this triangular piece, and then I get a new bolt and a nut there, probably another lock nut here, and then I'll swap that out. It's not a huge deal. Basically, to take that off, you just pull this cotter pin out, and then this comes off the side, and then take that nut off, and then that'll be free. And then there's an Allen head cap screw right here that runs all the way through, and then there's a nut on the back side. You take that nut off, bolt comes out, and then that's free. So it's pretty simple to change out. It's just obviously getting a hand in there and taking. Sorry, I keep hitting the button with my thumb. So see, it's not super hard to change. It's just obviously getting in there. You gotta take the mat out, and I guess that one, I would probably take both of these out just in case, because it's a lot easier to reach down through, and then you can kind of see through that hole. But I'm gonna lubricate that up and see if we can get that free, and I'll order one of those in the meantime. All right, so I unbolted it from there. Oops, sorry about that. So bolted it from the little pedestal thing right here, and you can see it's pretty much seized on both of those. It wasn't just this one here. So I'm gonna keep lubricating it up and working it around there to free them up, so it's more like this one. All right, so let's see. We got no more sticky lever. Looks about as well as the other one does. I'm still gonna change it because it's probably just gonna seize right back up again. It was more seized on the spool valve swivel than it was on the where it bolts to the little tower there. But anyway, we got it working again. So that's about all there is for that. I'm gonna throw this back together and put the floor and all the other stuff back in there. So anyway, hope that can help somebody. Thanks for watching.